Now it says welcome to school. Oh, sorry, it said welcome to Scratch Cooks. Right, you're logged in. So let's get started. So they will send you a link to the email. Right, so you can look at the verification link. You can tell any of your guardians to look at that and to verify that link for you. All right, so let's click on get started to proceed. All right, so we're back here to this same look. Okay, so we're back here to the same look. All right, so you see here, confirm your email to enable sharing. So if you are using the web, all right, because you want to be able to share your project and share your link when you're done creating your game, so you're able to share your game. So yes, you need to confirm your email. So yes, you can do that or tell someone to help you with that. All right, so if you are going to be using the web, yes, you can just click on create, okay, to start a new project. So click on create to start a new project. For me, I love using the app a lot. Okay, so I love using the app a lot. So I'm just going to create a new project. Yes, so this is what a new project looks like. Okay, if you look at this and you look at what's on web, you see that it's similar or the same sort of. Okay, so yes, so this is what the interface of Scratch looks like. So I'll be taking it one after the other so we understand like what the complete look is, what every part of it is used for. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is how do you rename your file and how do you save your file. So you come here where you have untitled. All right, I want to change this to the name of my file, so I'm just going to save it as introduction to Scratch. So that's where you rename your file. Okay, if you want to save your file, you go to file, you would see save now, you would see save as a copy, you will see save to your computer. So whichever one you want to save as, okay, you can just do that. All right, also if I give you a particular Scratch file and I tell you, okay, load this to your computer, right, you can as well load this from your computer, like an existing Scratch project that will probably be done something and want to continue. All right, so you can load that to your computer. Okay, another thing I'm going to explain to us is what, like, some of the sections we're looking at and what they mean. All right, so some of the things we are seeing here. All right, so here we have the code blocks. Okay, so Scratch is a tool where you drag and drop. All right, so you can drag and drop. So this part is where you have the code blocks. All right, here. Okay, yeah, is where you have the code blocks. Here you have the workspace. So this is where you'll be working most of the time, right? This particular part here, this part here, you have this part here, yeah, you have the actions. All right, so that's where you'll be picking out what actions you want. All right, so there are several actions: the motion, the look, sound, events, controls. So don't worry, I would explain all of this to you one after the other as we start creating our game. Okay, so what did I call this? I called it the actions bar. Yeah, what did I call this other one? I called it code blocks. Good. And what did I call this other place? We have the workspace. We have the workspace of this. Yeah. So let's proceed. So there's also, all right, so yeah, here we have the costumes. All right, so if you want to change the color of your card or the color of an element and all of those things, you do it here. Okay. Here we have sound. We have sound. All right, so if you want to add a sound, remove a sound, edit a sound, so all that will happen here. Okay. We also have something called sprite. So sprite is your game character, like your character, right? The character you put either in your story or your game, right? So the character that's going to be moving about or doing the actions, right? So it's called what? A sprite. Everyone say sprite. Okay, so this is where you get to choose a sprite. This one right here, this button right here, let me just draw on that so we know. So this button right here is where we choose a sprite. All right, another thing we would be using a lot as well is what? A backdrop. So can someone tell me what backdrop is? Who wants to guess? I have a gift for the person. Do you want to guess what is a backdrop? Okay, so I think some of you would have guessed right. It's the background. Yes, so the background. So to select a backdrop, there's this other button right here. So just click on it. All right, to choose a backdrop. All right, you can just click on it to choose a backdrop. So we'll be looking at that further as we go into creating all of our games. All right, so yeah, so there are like several type of backdrops, backgrounds that you can pick from. There are a lot of backgrounds, right? So if for instance I want to create a football game, I can choose a baseball backdrop like I just did right now. Okay, yeah, so we can see that now my background has changed to a baseball field. All right, I can also delete this cat sprite and say, hey, I don't want this cat sprite, I want something else. So all I have to do is click on delete. All right, and then I'll choose another one. I'll choose something else that I want. I can want a bear, a B2. Okay, I can also say I want a butterfly. All right, a crab. I can choose as many things as possible. So I'm going to choose a frog. Okay, then I'm going to choose a girl. All right, so both of them are on the field that I created. Yeah, so you see that it's already coming together, right? Yes, so that is how the interface of Scratch works. All right, so at the top here you would see tutorials. All right, you can check for as many tutorials as possible. Okay, you can save, right? You can save your work. All right, yeah. All right. I think that's about it. If there are any things, I'll tell you as we keep going. All right, as we keep going. So you might be wondering what these two buttons are for. Basically, green is to start your game, red is to stop your game or to stop the activity of whatever you're doing. So yes, let's so we'll be wrapping this up here, all right, on the interface of Scratch or getting started with Scratch programming. There are several other courses that I'll be creating as well on Scratch. So just go into the course category and search for another amazing course on Scratch that you would like to learn. Thank you. See you.